Guys, back together again. Love you as a comedy duo. But obviously we saw you last time as partners, this time as opponents. Mm-hmm. Was it a different kind of comedy you had to get out of each other for this film, do you think, to when you were last together?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's obviously a different story, a different dynamic, different characters, but in terms of us kind of, hitting the set and, kind of picking up where we left off, that wasn't a problem.
And the approach never really changed. We both have a similar approach, and we're trying to play it as real as possible. Yeah. We believe these guys are real in this situation, so just trying to make it happen.
Are you in competition? I always wonder when I watch this whether you're like, I'm funnier than him.
No, I try
Always.
I try to just make sure that I stay close to this man, because I know the closer I stay to him, the more funny I'm going to look. He makes you look good. So
I never have approached comedy as a competitive thing. It's always more fun to collaborate and, to make sure that everyone in the cast feels like they're taken care of and, have enough moments to kind of shine. And I think it makes for a better viewing experience for the audience.
Yeah, if one person's good and the rest of the cast isn't, it's a problem.
Yeah.
The movie would be. But we both have produced quite a bit. And so it's always really about the movie, more than the movie as a whole, more than the individual experience. And I know when we've worked together before, we've seen people come in and they're like, "Oh God, this is my moment. I got to steal this scene. I got to steal the scene," and it becomes about them as opposed to just servicing the scene and everybody in it.
There's a clip in the film which everyone I think has seen online. I didn't watch it before I went in because I like to not even watch trailers. I like to just go in and enjoy a film. But there is a film, a clip, the basketball scene, which has just gone everywhere. And I wondered whether you thought if the internet ruins a moment like that or makes it better, does it help the film that people have seen that clip, which is very funny.
It's a very good question. I think your knee jerk is to feel like, oh, that's a shame that it got out there, but in this case, and just to set it up, we have a scene in the movie where we literally got to shoot at an NBA basketball game, and at halftime we had 6 minutes to get this scene down where I've had a few beers in the stand and I'm trying to impress my family by making the half-court shot, in which something horrible happens. But everyone had their cameras and it got posted, and I think it actually leads to the anticipation of, well, what was that scene? Especially with the fact that people thought it was a real event, that I really snuck down there, and which is ludicrous. But I don't know. I think those things are okay, and we really don't have a choice. It kind of is just happening now. So.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's probably is good promotion in this case for the film. I have to ask, because you guys are competitive and against each other's dads in here, what is probably the worst thing, you're both fathers yourselves, so what is the worst thing that you've ever taught your kids?
Oh, I was showing my son a couple of illegal moves for his advantage on the football field.
I've given some tips on the soccer pitch on how to.
Is that bad? That's not bad.
It's not that bad. Yeah, I don't know.
Unless you're not good at football.
I mean, this could be construed as bad. I have a rule that between just me and the guys, as long as their mother's not around, they can say some bad words in the car.
Okay.
But then they got to shut it down when,
Yeah.
they can't get used to that dynamic. So maybe
they're gonna slip.
Yeah, they usually slip.
There is a dance-off kind of scene in here as well. I was really hoping the dance-off would be to Good Vibrations. There's the inner child in me really wanted to see Mark Eubank.
It was too expensive.
Doing that.
That song was too expensive to get.
Was there no temptation see if that had been a clip that had been leaked from the film? Definitely, I think everyone would go and see this.
Well, there's still time.
Maybe we'll dub it back in
today.
Yeah.
Not bad. And before I go, what do you think makes a good dad? Because I believe I have the best dad in the entire world. He will fill up my car and wash it and make my breakfast for me and still gives me pocket money at 30 years old.
Wow.
So, what makes a good dad? What for you guys? What makes a good dad? Do you do good stuff like that for your kids?
I think your dad is indulging you too much. Yes, I don't think
It's
this
called
is right.
spoiled.
I think you're spoiled.
Yeah, I've had
Yeah.
that a lot.
Yeah.
I've heard spoiled princess and all those kind of words a
Yeah.
lot in my life.
I think you just have to, listen to your kids and be involved, supportive.
Disciplined and firm when needed.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you very much, guys.
Thank
Great
you.
chatting
All right.
to you.
Great talking to you
Pleasure.
too.
Bye.